The first night, Baba Yaga took us apart, and the kamikazes were also involved. The next night after we moved, Baba Yaga dismantled us again.
We have another great story. A platoon of 14 Russian soldiers surrendered to just 2 Ukrainian paratroopers from the 79th Air Assault Brigade. During one of the operations, 2 paratroopers of the 79th Separate Airborne Assault Brigade of the Taurid Brigade showed brilliant professionalism by capturing 14 Russian soldiers. This was reported by the press service of the 79th Separate Airborne Assault Brigade. Before the assault, our soldiers spent several days working on enemy positions with drones and FPVs, says the commander of the 2nd Battalion, call sign Typhoon. I received a task from the commander of our brigade to advance and take the enemy's positions. We worked on these positions for several days with bats, drones, drops, and FPV. The captured occupants confirm. At night, we were dismantled by Baba Yaga, 3 or even 5 times a night. We were lucky to be alive. The attack began around 15:30. Typhoon gathered 2 fighters and the group moved toward the enemy. Within 10 minutes, I gathered 2 fighters and we started moving. They came closer and threw a few grenades, Typhoon recalls. The occupiers surrendered one by one out of fear. The prisoners say, at some point a grenade just flew right into the entrance. We thought it was ours. The stormtroopers came in and shouted, "Ours! Don't shoot!" There was a pause. Then another grenade landed right in the dugout. They repeated again, "Our guys, don't shoot!" We heard voices and clearly understood that it was Ukrainian. Then we realized that we were being taken prisoner. Literally, to stay alive, we surrendered. Typhoon adds, when they were captured, I asked my guys who they were and what units they belonged to. They said they were from the 91st Regiment. We counted 14 of them. 2 soldiers were leading them out. The 2 paratroopers of the 79th Brigade who conducted this operation have been nominated for state awards. In the spring of 2014, the brigade was one of the first to defend Ukraine from Russian aggression. Some units took part in the battle for Sloviansk and later performed combat missions in various areas of the front line in the east of the country. In 2016, the unit was reorganized into an airborne assault brigade, which included a tank unit. This is one of the captured soldiers, Golubev Vladislav Vyacheslavovich, born August 16, 1970, from Novosibirsk, 91st Separate Rifle Regiment, was the first to lay down his weapon. He was captured in the Kurakov direction near Novokrainka, Zelenivka, and Suki Yali. Alongside him, several soldiers from the 91st, 14th, and 36th Brigades of the Russian Armed Forces also surrendered.
Golubev Vladislav Vyacheslavovich, 16th of August 1970, city of Novosibirsk, Dzerzhinsky Avenue, 34-2, apartment 138, your call sign, Siberia, 91st Separate Rifle Regiment. Where did you get caught? Near Novokrainka. We came along the forest strip to replace 2 dugouts. The 14th Brigade was there. We were tasked with replacing and holding the bunkers. The first night, Baba Yaga took us apart, and the kamikazes were also involved. The next night after we moved, Baba Yaga dismantled us again. Kamikazes were at work, meaning there were airstrikes, and the next evening your guys came, threw 2 grenades. They told us to surrender. How many of you were there? 14 people. I was the first to exit the dugout. There were also 2 people with us, I think from the 36th. I wanted to cross the border illegally in year 23, in December, around the 26th, to Donetsk. In such a situation, I either had to go to prison or sign a contract. I was persuaded to sign a contract through Donetsk. I wanted to get to Ukraine. I have a wife. Well, I hope the family might still be there, or maybe not in Ternopil. Zareno, how did you feel when you got married? We got married in 91. When was the last time you saw her? In 2016, in Ternopil. I went to Novosibirsk. Why? Well, why? I went home. Is home not where your children and wife are? Home is there. I realized this too late. I don't know how to change everything now. Few fellow soldiers knew. How did they react? Some didn't react at all. Some looked askance. Do you think of yourself as a father? A bad father, I don't know what to say to her. How she will understand me or not. I don't know what to say. Asking for forgiveness seems kind of pointless.
The regime of Ramzan Kadyrov in Chechnya will collapse without Russia. Kadyrov will cease to exist if the Russian dictator Vladimir Putin is no longer in power. This was stated in an interview with RBC Ukraine by Abdul Hakim Shishani, Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of the Chechen Republic of Ichkeria. He noted that Kadyrov's forces are Putin's personal guard, helping him maintain control over Chechnya. They are bound by shared crimes, including the murders of political opponents, human rights activists, and journalists. According to the military leader, Putin has given Kadyrov complete carte blanche in Russia, enabling him to hold on to power. As long as Putin remains, so will Kadyrov. But the moment Putin is gone, Kadyrov will also fall. He won't be able to negotiate with a new leader, especially if it's an FSB-backed figure. Many within the FSB are dissatisfied with Kadyrov and are waiting for Putin's departure to address the issue, said Abdul Hakim Shishani. Commenting on aerial attacks on Chechnya, he emphasized that these undermine Kadyrov's authority, although they won't topple his regime. If Russia collapses, the Chechen people themselves will overthrow Kadyrov. Without Russia's support, his regime wouldn't last 2 or 3 months. People are tired of repression and ready to do whatever it takes to get rid of him, said the Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of the Chechen Republic of Ichkeria. In October 2024, drones attacked the Russian Special Forces University in Chechnya, causing a massive fire. Additionally, drones struck Chechnya in late December, with air defenses attempting to repel the assault. During this attack, an Azerbaijan Airlines passenger plane was damaged over Grozny. The plane, en route from Baku to Grozny, crashed in Kazakhstan. The attack resulted in the deaths of dozens of people. Azerbaijan confirmed that the aircraft had been damaged in Russian territory, which was the primary cause of the crash. Meanwhile, Russia is attempting to evade responsibility for the incident.
Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe. Also, if you want to support Warthog Defense, please become our member and get early access to new videos, exclusive members-only videos, and become administrator in comment section. The membership link is in the description.
Every day. We had a guy last week, it's 6 rescues in 6 days. You know, he's doing the job every day.